Did you read this title right? Yeah, you did. And in a way, this is oddly enough happening right now. There's been some rumors in the last couple of weeks and even the last month that apparently there are some actual retail Switch 2 units out there on the black market that have actually leaked early, and some people out there actually have their hands on some consoles, and people are coming, every single day and claiming that they have their hands on the console as well, and apparently you just can't do anything with it yet. Nintendo probably has to send patches and software updates and stuff for the consoles to even be able to be used, so it's probably smart on Nintendo's end. They're just, the actual consoles, and you could probably just hold it or whatever. Anyways, yeah, apparently there's some actual Switch 2s out there on the black market, and you could actually buy one technically. Apparently, a Chinese leaker is trying to sell a Switch 2, get this, for $39,780. Yes, $40,000 just about. This is crazy. Now, of course, we don't know the, actual validity of this. Like, is this actually something that's happening? I don't know, but according to Reddit, he has actually been trying to sell this thing to various different users or something along those lines. So yeah, $40,000 early Switch 2. Now, personally, I think it's a good chance you could just be getting hoaxed here. Now, maybe he does have a Switch 2, I don't know, but I feel like this is an easy way for somebody to trick a kid into using their parents' credit card or something like that. If they have a credit card with a balance of over $40,000 on the go, I guess, maybe a bank card or something like into the savings. Anyways, kids, don't use your parents' credit card, especially for this. This is insane. I mean, personally, I wouldn't even trust a unit like this. It might be perfectly fine. You might just have to wait for Nintendo to actually, start announcing things, and as you get closer to the actual launch, for them to turn on like the servers and everything to use the thing properly. I don't trust it. I feel like with somebody having it this early, it could be a good chance that this could be just like a pre-build or some type of like model of the console, or some beta version, you know what I mean, that doesn't work like the normal Nintendo Switch 2s will. So yeah, this just sounds like it, bad news written all over it. Don't do this, please. Do not even attempt to message any of these people. Just wait for Nintendo. You can wait just a couple more months. I mean, the presentation is in the beginning of April, and I have a feeling that the console is probably going to release no later than this summer. So you can wait until this summer. Now, as that might be for one super obscure thing from one person, there's something else that a lot of people out there are trying to flip, and that is their Nintendo Switch 2 event tickets. Now, Nintendo is hosting 3 major events around the world in different locations, 3 different locations, and if you're lucky enough to get a free event ticket, then you were probably one of like the millions of people that tried. Yeah, I didn't even try. It's just not my type of thing. I'd rather just be at home and just covering the thing and talking about it and just waiting for it. I don't really need to go hold a, bigger, better Switch. I mean, yes, it's going to be worth it to play the games, I admit, but I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, apparently the Switch 2 event tickets are being flipped. This one for $1,000, and it's sold. Someone actually bought this on January 28th, and this was one of the few. I mean, there was a couple of them going out there, and this is probably one of the higher ones. $1,000 for event tickets to go try out the Switch 2 early, which might not even be guaranteed to work. Apparently, these tickets that you get are actually registered to your Nintendo Switch Online profile, so it can tell if it's like from your profile or something like that, you won't be accepted in. So you're taking a gamble, spending that amount of money for a Switch 2 ticket, which might not even allow you to get in, which is crazy to even think about. So please, if you see people out there selling their Switch 2 event tickets, do not buy them. You have no clue how this is going to work, and you might get sent home, waste your money, and never even get to play the Switch 2 for yourself. So it's just not worth it in my opinion. Once again, if you didn't get in, it's okay. You'll have multiple other events, I'm sure, before the console actually comes out, closer to the release of the console, to go and play it. There'll probably be media events for, content creators to go and play it as well. There's going to be lots of other events. It's not just this one. So please do not waste your money. This is just stupid. And I actually wanted to talk a little bit about this Switch 2 event because I still don't quite understand it, and maybe I'm just not getting it, but to me, it's just not worth it. I mean, this isn't like the first time we're seeing something like the Switch. I mean, this is literally the same thing as a Switch, just bigger and probably better, of course. Unless there's like some big functionality we're going to find out on April 2nd, I don't really see the big, pull in coming out and trying that thing. Unless they let us play like 4 of the new games coming out. They're like, here's Mario Kart, here's the 3D Mario, here's Prime 4, here's everything. Like, and you can play demos of all of these games. That's what it's going to be worth it for. I'm telling you right there. So we don't even know what these games are going to be yet. I mean, we're all just assuming 3D Mario is going to be one of them. But yeah, I mean, we have no clue what's coming in this Nintendo Direct in April. So right now, it doesn't interest me as much. So it shouldn't interest people enough to be spending $1,000 on what otherwise was a free ticket. It's just stupid. Now, like I said, a couple of months ago, we were hearing that there are some units on the black markets, apparently in China, and we actually seen someone seemingly posting a picture of the console. This would technically be, I guess, the first real life picture we've ever seen of the console with no AI involved and no editing. Like, this is apparently some type of early build, something of the console. And you can see on the screen, clearly these things aren't, able to be played, and you probably can't see UI or anything on them yet. So, like, you're spending $40,000 on just like a dev-kitted Switch 2, it seems. So why would people want to do this? I guess there's some rich people out there that just want to do it for fun. Sure, go ahead, I guess, if you're just that stupid. But, normal people like us, please don't even bother with this stuff. Now, one question I've been having is, I wonder how mad Nintendo is about this, especially with all those leaks that were leading up before the Switch 2's actual reveal. Like, was Nintendo really that mad? Some people were saying, I was reading in the comments down below, that Nintendo doesn't care. It's just helping them. It's publicity. They're really smart with this. But according to Kit and Krista, which were 2 former employees at Nintendo, they both claimed that Nintendo is probably furious, that they absolutely positively did not want this to come out, and that there is no way, state, or form that Nintendo would use this as some type of publicity stunt to promote them or anything like that. No, they were very, very mad, according to Kit and Krista. I would definitely watch their podcasts and their videos that they post. Go check their channel out. They have some really fun insight into Nintendo Switch and Switch 2's future, and things that they had to do for the original Switch launch. So they kind of give us ideas for what Nintendo's doing right now to prepare for Switch 2 launch. But anyways, yeah, Nintendo's probably really mad, but right now it doesn't seem like it on our end, because Nintendo just tweets this out like literally this morning. You can buy Alarmos now, like, if you don't have a Switch Online account. Sure, thanks Nintendo. I mean, if you follow them on Twitter, it's either something like that or, something Donkey Kong Country Returns related. They post this like every single day. We get it, Nintendo. It's out. It's an old game. It's the 3rd time. I get it. There's nothing else for them to really show up besides like Xenoblade. But I mean, can you give us some Metroid Prime 4 stuff? Okay, that's for something else. All right, my rant's over. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Let me know down below what you think about this. Is this completely bizarre to you? Do you know anybody that would actually pay $40,000 for an early Switch 2? And do you even believe this in the first place? Thank you so much for tuning in, and make sure you leave a like and subscribe before you head out. Like always, I'll see you all on the next one. See you guys. Oh, and did you guys catch my music reference? No? Yes? Okay. Well, all right. See you guys.